What the hell is going on, people? This is Periodic, and you see the title of the video. We are jumping back into Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. We are jumping back into, let me get ready for it, the 350 million global downloads reached worldwide celebration countdown campaign. Good God Almighty. Yes, we are here, the worldwide campaign, aka the 350 million download campaign, and it is fire time to be playing Dokkan Battle. But what's going to be even better is when part 1 officially drops. And I'm sure you're asking yourself, hey, Periodic, you beautiful man, you, how many Dragon Stones are we going to get in part 1? And I'm here to answer that question.
Hit my thought. I shut it down wherever power is stored. Being real is in the past, watching cowards get on. It ain't kill me, so it's making me stronger. And these bite-sized rappers now sensing my hunger.
So in order to answer what is gonna come, we have to first look at what came before. And so we actually have the 300 million download celebration, part 1, and the worldwide celebration, which I guess could be like 325 million. We're not really 100% sure how many downloads Dokkan Battle was at this point in time, August of last year, because they didn't release those numbers. But we know that we are now in the 350 million download range. So it took about 2 years to get an extra 50 million downloads. But we do want to look first at part 1 very briefly of the 300 million download celebration, because what ends up happening with Dokkan Battle is they tend to follow a script. And now sometimes they'll deviate, sometimes they'll alternate, sometimes they'll go a little bit off course, but for the most part, they like to follow the script, whether it's social media campaigns, whether it's story events, whether it's boss rush, etc., etc. Things tend to be the same year after year. You want to build a reliable campaign system so people get used to it, therefore they know what they can rely on, right? And nothing comes like crazy out of left field where they just redesign everything, because that could potentially turn off players. But regardless, let's take a look at the actual 300 million download celebration and let's see what events happened, and then we'll look at the Dragon Stone count, and then we'll move on to the worldwide celebration of 2020. So if we scroll down here, we see that a movie came out, which it does every single year. And this one was pretty cool because it was like the Cell Saga movie, so that was always good. You have the login bonus, obviously, and this login bonus is going to be the same for the worldwide celebration. I mean, nothing's going to be very different here because as you can see, they kind of released a new, what the hell is it? Did they include it in here yet? It doesn't look like they did, but they released some more information showing that we're going to get about the same amount of Dragon Stones, about 74 Dragon Stones for the login bonus, which is always good. On top of that, we should get the Red God Dragon Stone, and I will be making a separate video going over what unit you should be picking with your Red God Dragon Stone. If we scroll down, part 1 missions, as per usual, I don't necessarily expect them to change this that much. There's only so much you can do with these special missions, daily missions specifically. So you'll have like the same clear any stage, clear, stage with Zenny, clear stage without receiving damage, Dokkan Awakened characters, Z Awakened characters, add hidden potential, clear a certain amount of story stages, Dokkan events, Extreme Z battles, and then last but not least, the consuming stamina. Consume this amount of stamina, consume that amount of stamina, etc., etc. And you're going to get a bunch of Dragon Stones for that. Then, of course, the Dokkan Festival, which is already live, as you can see right down here, except we get 2 of them, which is really cool. You had the tile breaking event, which was very interesting, the tile breaking challenge there as well. The eat up and fight missions, 10 Dragon Stones every single day, so that was really cool. And then, of course, the dual Dokkan Fests with Dokkan events, giving you Dragon Stones for completing both difficulties. If you want to pay for your Dragon Stones, you can definitely do it. Some of the best discounts are going to be going on during this time frame. Obviously, I would say probably like the 6-year anniversary and New Year's are also really, really good. Christmas as well. But worldwide celebration, typically you have very good sales. And then you have the Red God Dragonstone selection that you can do there. Purple Dragonstone if you decide to buy it. The new story events that came out for the free-to-play Goku Gohan and the free-to-play Vegeta Trunks. You had the Chamber of Spirit of Time, which gave you the keys in it. New stages of Super Battle Road. Dokkan Boss Rush, and then, of course, the tickets coming in. First place achieved was good. Elder Kai, Summon, Ultimate Clash. You had the type banners. You had Hidden Potential open every single day. Now, with that said, let's actually head over to the Dragonstone section. And our countdown has already went through, so let's go ahead and take a look at part 1. Login bonus, as I mentioned before, 74 Dragonstones. Daily missions, 36 Dragonstones. Part 1 missions, 27 Dragonstones. So you had the time-limited Part 1 missions, and then you had the daily. So you got to combine those two. Eat Up and Fight missions, 70 Dragonstones total if you do it every single day. The Hercule Worldwide Tile-Breaking Contest, 35 Dragonstones. The Cell Saga Story Event, 15 Dragonstones. The Cell Saga missions for those events, for those story events, 3 Dragonstones. The Cell Games Story Event, 9 Dragonstones. Same thing with the missions for that particular story event, 3 Dragonstones. You also had the Gohan and Cell Dokkan event. Again, 2 difficulties, 2 different events, 4 Dragonstones total. Super Battle Road, Part 3. 60 Dragonstones in total if you clear all those SBRs. One thing everyone should be able to clear out, Boss Rush, 35 Dragonstones, particularly with the introduction of the Extreme Z Awakening for the Ginyu Force, because most people should have them rainbowed out, and if you don't have them rainbowed out, whether it was just, you didn't have the time to do it, or maybe you just didn't see the importance of it, now you have plenty of time in the next few days to grind them out, get them 100%, all rainbowed, because it doesn't cost you any Elder Kais, it doesn't cost you any Dozy Kais, it doesn't cost you any Hidden Potential Orbs. Only thing it's going to cost you is training items and Zenny. That's about it. Next up, Ultimate Chamber of Spirit and Time. Just 1 Dragonstone for that. Now, we did get one first rank reward, and it was a total of 100 Dragonstones given 2 years ago, which was nice. Also, Dual Dokkan Festival rewarding bonus. They kind of just gave like a, hey, thanks. This was cool. Here you go. An extra 50, which was really nice. And then, of course, Dokkan Clash, right? 10 Dragonstones for completing the actual event. And then, of course, once you complete all the missions, you're going to get an additional 21 Dragonstones. So all in all, in part 1 of the 2020 Worldwide Celebration, the 2019 300 million download celebration, we got 553 Dragonstones. So again, 2 years ago, in part 1 of the 300 million Worldwide Celebration for 2019, 553 Dragonstones, part 1. That's pretty good. Okay, let's move on to last year's Worldwide Celebration. This was 2020, so not too long ago. And of course, it introduced 2 of the strongest characters in the game. Now let's scroll down just a little bit. And of course, there's the movie that we referenced before. You also have the login bonus, which is pretty much the same thing. As you can see, 76 Dragonstones from this, plus the God Dragonstone. So you can expect something very similar to that for the 350 million download celebration. You also have the special missions. Now, if we take a quick peek at these special missions, more of the same, right? Dokkan Awaken a character, use a training location, clear any of story event, clear any Dokkan event, win extreme battles, use stamina, etc., etc., etc. It's all kind of the same stuff, guys. Nothing really crazy. And then daily missions follow the same route. They follow the same, trajectory there. So clear any stage, clear a stage with 5,000 Zenny, clear a stage without any continues, like just simple stuff, man. Every single day, very, very simple stuff. Now, this was a little bit interesting because they just decided to add a co-op campaign, which was very similar to a raid style format. And what I mean by that is instead of facing one boss and having a community health where everyone has to attack the health, and when I say everyone, I mean everyone. the entire player base has the attack, the health to lower it. This was objectives that the entire player base had to do to achieve it. So if we scroll down a little bit and take a look at these mission rewards, rank 1, consume at least 400 million stamina together. So that's accounting for everybody in the world. Combined 400 million stamina, and then rank 2, 700 million stamina, and then rank 3, 1.2 billion stamina, rank 4, 1.7 billion stamina, and then lastly, rank 5, 2.2 billion stamina. And as you can see, you got a bunch of different prizes, whether it was dragon stones, whether it was training locations, whether it is support items, all that stuff, right? So that was really cool. And then also you get a wallpaper, which was nice. And then of course, personal missions. There you go. Very simple stuff. Just use stamina. And there's the wallpaper that came out, which is pretty tough. I don't use it that often, but not bad for Majin Buu Saga. Definitely think it's cool. Then if we scroll down, you had the Dual Dokkan Festival, which of course is going to lead to the 2 Dokkan events, so you can get 4 Dragon Stones from there. If we scroll down a little bit, of course, the Dokkan Festival, which we have right there. Again, we've already referenced that. Memorial Dragon Stones. So last year, they decided to introduce the Memorial Dragon Stone, which honestly wasn't really that great of an introduction, because essentially you can convert all of your Memorial Dragon Stones into tickets and then summon on the aforementioned Dokkan Festival banner, or you can trade 150 Memorial Dragon Stones for 1 TUR. They came out before August of 2019. Now, to me, no one was worth 150 Memorial Dragon Stones from that time period. Physical Piccolo isn't worth. Physical Vegeta is not worth. Goku Black is not worth. Planet Saga Goku is not worth. And the conversion rate goes to about 7,500 Dragon Stones spent for 150 Memorial Dragon Stones. So all of those Dragon Stones that I spent in the past and are given to me almost like a tax refund amount, you have to spend so much of it for an old character, which honestly, just don't even include that in the game. If you say, hey, I'm gonna give you a tax refund of $5,000, let's just say $5,000, but you can buy this 40-inch TV that's 5 years old, and it's going to cost you $4,000. Would you buy that TV? Of course not. You would be insulted that they're even offering you that TV, even though it's a tax refund, and even though it's free money. It is such a dumb conversion rate. You'd rather use that money on other things. And so that's when I say that this is a bad gameplay feature. Not necessarily gameplay, but it's a bad feature implemented into the game, and it should be taken out or it should be changed. So people that can't understand that, I don't know, are just like sympathizers for Bandai Namco. It's really strange to me how people can defend a company's bad decision. They don't care about you. They just care about your money. So since I spend a decent amount of my money on the game, I want them to actually care and put in a good system. This is not a good system. So hopefully the rate is changed. I made a video about that if you want to go check it out. God Dragonstone, obviously Purple Dragonstone coming back as well. And it should have the 3-pack. So if you waste 3 purple stones, or if you use 3 purple stones, you'll be able to get 1 LR and then 2 other TURs. More discounts. The new story event, as per usual. You had the stamina event being here. You had Boss Rush, of course, being added a stage. The Memorial Dragonstones, as I said, this is not for us. SNS campaign is for Japan only, so I'm not going to cover it. Hidden Potential, Elder Kai. The launch treasure hunt is being rebranded to a Bulma type event, so you'll still be able to get your 100 Dragon Stones, but it's going to be something like Bulma, Planet Namek, or something like that. Virtual Dokkan Ultimate Clash, aka Battlefield, of course, is coming back. So let's head over to the Dragonstone count and see exactly how many Dragonstones we got in part 1 last year. So as you can see, daily login bonus 38 Dragonstones, limited missions part 1 16, and daily missions part 1 18. Of course, Boss Rush is the typical 35 Dragon Stones. The co-op campaign that I was talking about a little bit before, 10 Dragon Stones from that. You also had the Showdown, the Ultimate Final Battle Completion Missions, Part 1, 11 Dragonstone. For the Saiyan Stamina event, 1 Dragonstone, because it was a new event. It's kind of like the Skill Orb event, right? Or the good Majin Buu, or good fat Skinny Buu event that they had where they gave you 1 Dragonstone. Launches Treasure Hunt, 60 Dragonstones. Of course, this is part 1. It's also going to be in part 2, so you'll get more Dragonstones from that. The new Dokkan stages, 4 Dragonstones. As I mentioned before, 2 difficulties, 2 events, 4 Dragonstones. Ultimate Clash, 39 Dragonstones. Dokkan Now, which we will be getting very soon, 60 Dragonstones. Number 1 rank, 70 Dragonstones. Social media, 10 Dragonstones. I feel like we've actually gotten more than that over on the countdown just from social media. Let's see. Yeah, 12 Dragonstones already from social media. So hopefully it's more during, part 1 of the 350 million download celebration. We also have social media Dokkan Squad campaign, 5 Dragonstones, and then social media Hercules Quest campaign, 11 Dragonstones. So all in all, in part 1 of the 300 or the worldwide celebration, more than 300 million but less than 350 2020 celebration, we got 428 Dragonstones. Now, as you can see, that is a decent amount less. That is like 120 something, 125 less than we got last year, which is actually a huge deal. It's actually really, really big. So in my opinion, what I think is going to end up happening is I think we're going to get back up to the 500 range in part 1. And I'll tell you why. 2021 so far has been better. Has been better than 2020 Dragon Ball. Dokkan Battle specifically. So I do think that they're going to be introducing more ways to make Dragonstones, more campaigns on social media, and they'll be looking at anywhere from 500 to 575 Dragonstones for part 1. That's my opinion. We will see. But as you can notice, from 2019 to 2020, the Dragonstone count went down. But funny enough, from 2020 to 2021, 6-year anniversary, we actually got more Dragonstones than Japan did. Dokkan Global got more Dragonstones. So I do believe that the international version of Global is doing a much better job in 2021 than they were doing in 2020. So I can fully expect them to give us anywhere from 500 to 575 Dragonstones for part 1. And if you want to see those Dragonstones make their way into your inbox and mine, then you got to be following this channel to see exactly when that happens. You can click that blue join button, become a Boomer champion like Joe V, or do it the free-to-play way. Gently rub that sub button, gingerly ring that bell button, lovingly kiss the like button. As always, this is Periodic. See y'all in the next video.